Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to our class. And for this week, we will give you another topic saying about the surrounding awareness for automatic agricultural production. Okay, so this is a new topic, and in this topic, there are four or five contents. The first one is the perception needs in agricultural environment. Okay, so agriculture always need the environment factor. Okay, yeah. So, and the second one is the two-dimensional perception for navigation and monitoring. So this one is a two-dimensional one. And number three is the three-dimensional awareness for navigation and 3D mapping. So here we'll jump from two dimension to three dimension. And number four is the global map from local perception. Okay, so try to from a local extend to a global. Okay, yeah, and the next one is the future step in surrounding awareness. Okay, so here is the contents for this chapter. So the first one, the perception needs in agricultural environments. And he said that the vehicle automation requires the constant acknowledgement of the neighboring space, but the specific parameter and property to be tracked highly depend on the type of environment. Okay, so we need let our tractor working automatically in field, and for instance, like this one. Okay, so you have a tractor, and if you are autonomous, which is without man to operate this machine, then this tractor must know which direction that he need to follow, right? So we were setting the path in advance to let the tractor follow, or we need to receive the information from the GPS, and by using this information to guide this tractor follow the path. Okay, and the other one is like this one. Okay, we have a drone or unmanned helicopter or airplane, like this one. And for him, the wind speed is crucial, okay, but is not for tractor. So by this way, you can see, although wind speed is a important environment issue, but for drone is important, but not for tractor one. Okay, so that depends. I mean, that depends on the type of the environment and depends on the machine that we use in our agriculture. Okay, so agriculture application and environment. Okay, let me choose this one. Agriculture application and environments are quite diverse. Yes, it's quite diverse, of course. Yeah, the perceptual needs of farm machinery can be grouped into two general sets. The first one is sensing for crop production status, and the second one is sensing for navigation and positioning. Okay, so for the right hand side, this picture showing is for the navigation and positioning. Okay, so you have a tractor on your field, therefore you need to guide them, right? So each moment for this tractor, he need to identify the position of this tractor. But the other issue is saying about our crop production status. So for instance, here is a corn, okay, is a crop in here, and we need to measure the status of this one. Or we extend from one crop to the whole field, like this one. We need to examine or inspect the whole field, like this one. Okay, so for this one is for sensing on the crop production status, and for this one is for sensing for navigation and positioning. Okay, so these two general sets are the farm machinery need to detect or sensing in field. Okay, so the first group include mapping a soil property, detection of the water stress in crop, estimation of plant vigors, and monitoring the nitrogen shortage in leaf, and assessment of fruit maturity or plant disease. Okay, so the first one, we need to understand the status of the crop, and this status include many different fields. Okay, so you can see include soil, include the water stress in crop, include the plant, and in different area. For instance, the leaf and the fruit maturity or the disease one. Okay, yeah. And the second set involved all perceptive means, visual or non-visual one. Okay, yeah. So positioning the vehicle with respect to surrounding obstacle, as well as the precise operation of implements, such as the automatic manure and of uploading side pipe in harvest. Okay, yeah. So he just give you an example for the second set, which is guiding and navigation the tractor or the agricultural machine in field. And this one we need to using maybe visual sensor or non-visual approach to collect this information. So all of these two need surrounding awareness technically. Okay. So there exists plenty of the advantage in the development of semi-autonomous machine. Okay, that is the vehicle that are capable of performing autonomous tasks, automatic tasks under the supervision of a human operator, granting safety. Okay, yeah. So of course, our final goal is try to find or try to develop a fully automatic machine. But in somewhere in between, we need human being to cooperate, to guide them, right? To supervise this machine. So here are an example. So you can see a tea leaf harvester. So the machine look like this one, and this machine is developed in Taiwan and by the National Taiwan University. Okay, so you can see the machine. He can walk or moving by himself, just like this one. So he's autonomously moving or manipulating in field. But when he want to harvesting, that means he want to cut a leaf. This one is a tea leaf. So if he want to cut a leaf, then he need a man to assist or just guiding this machine. Okay, so by this way they are working together. The man and machine working together, and we call this one is a semi-autonomous machine. Okay, yeah. So here is one example. We perceptual need of intelligent agriculture vehicle. Okay, so maybe we were using NIR reflectance to measure the plant vigors, or using thermography to measure the water stress, or we use multispectral vision to measure or to detect the plant disease, or using the NIR molecular to measure or to detect the crop guidance, or to and using the stereo vision to create a 3D mapping, and using a stereo vision to detect our obstacle in field. Okay, so there are the the needs or different condition in our field. One maybe is for the crop status in the upper label in here. Okay, and the bottom part of this image or this figure is saying the example for using the guidance technically to navigate our tractor or our machine. Okay, so you can see plant vigor or water stress and crop disease. They are the need we need to percept the status or the condition of the crop. And we also need the guidance or 3D mapping or obstacle detection for our car or our machine can safely and fulfill his job smoothly by using this information. So the Mainstay structure is for this chapter that he want to emphasize one, which is a structure is typically corresponding to one of the following situation we call a Mainstay structure, which the first one is the shape of the one is a swath one of a cut like a cereal or forage plant waiting to be picked. Okay, so that is a long line one. And the second one is the vehicle wide lane delimited by row of orchid tree as a 5 meter separate line of tree in an orange grove. Okay, so that would be a second example which following as a main set structure. And the third one is a row of bark crop equally spaced, such as the 30-inch space chrome row. Okay, so this one is the third condition. And the number four is the man-made supporting structure, such as the wooden post to hold hop or trellis to guide apple trees. Okay, so here this image give you an example which that he mentioned here belong to a main set structure. So for the later, the guidance one, they generally are focusing on this kind of field. Okay, I stop here for this video.